Welcome to the Striker Ship Showcase. Today we'll be featuring the Striker, a really neat fighter that comes at quite a reasonable price. Now if we take a look around it, we can see a lot of maneuvering thrusters. We can see that it has a good amount of engines on the back. I believe it gets close to max speed. And it also has 2 hard points on the side. Now, my model has been upgraded, so your model will not come with either of the autocannons, nor will it come with the tripod, but these are things that you can easily add to the ship, and the ship's actually wired up for it to begin with. If we take a look inside the cockpit, it is pretty nifty as it does have that cockpit that opens and closes. It does have ISAN, although not working at the moment. It has an estimated fuel timer, and then it has an array of other buttons. To figure out what each button does, you have this panel above you that goes through and explains what each of the buttons do. Just to name a few, here we have our cruise mode, we have our cockpit button obviously, we have this button which opens the YOLO port, and then we have the aiming reticle, and we have the fire button. Now, let's take a look outside the cockpit for a second. An interesting thing that I would like to note, if we can go ahead and shut the cockpit here, is sometimes your ship will spawn with the cockpit closed. Now I have looked all over this ship and I cannot find a cockpit button on the outside to open it. So something that you may have to do is if you look through this little crack here just right, you can actually get in from the outside with the cockpit closed. If we take a look at the YOLO box, we can see all the computer terminals in here. And then it does have a few additional ports as well. One here on the bottom. This appears to be a resource port to refuel the ship. Now I know on the back somewhere you can access the fuel rods. Might be right here. Yes. So actually we can go to the other side, open both of these up, and then get to the fuel rods from here. Now they do come bolted in. Keep that in mind. So yeah, the ship is really cheap, it handles really well, it has some cool amenities, and it just looks badass. Well, that'll do it for today's ship showcase. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, and I'll cue in the montage.